Good afternoon, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I'm sweeping this stove. I think it's called a Villager. It might be called a Stovex one because my mum's got one of these and they're called Stovex. Or it might be a Yeoman's because it's got the English rose on the side there. So like it might be a Yeoman's, but it hasn't got any information on the side of it at all. So basically there's a couple of things I want to discuss with you with these. These are great appliances because they have a damper plate, as you can see on the side here. And how that works is that is open. So if we go right like that, that's open now. Yeah. So I'll just put my torch there so you can see. That's open. Like that. So what you do is you open it up inside, and then what we do is then we go up in there. You have to bear with me because I'm actually doing it with my. I'm looking at the screen. See, open there. That's open there now. So you know that what you want to do when you have the fire on, you want it fully open first. And the reason why you want it fully open first is you want to get that pipe as warm as you possibly can. Because as soon as that pipe's warm, what you'll find is that it will draw really well. Because at the moment, I can feel it downdrafting on me. So if the customer goes and has a fire in here right now, if he does a normal fire, he's just going to blow straight back down into the actual room. And then he's going to call me up, and then I'm going to send him to one of my videos, and then I'm going to tell, and he'll see how to do it, and I guarantee it'll work instantly. So like basically, so as you can see, that was fully open, and then once you've got it going, you close it down like about that much. You see, so quite a lot, because the more you can close it down, the more heat is going to stay in the appliance. So then we look at it, as you can see, there's a little gap there, and then the smoke will go around it. It's kind of like as a baffle plate. So we can open it up, a little bit more, and then we can look up at it, and as you can see, there's a little gap there, and that's what they're specifically designed to do. So make sure that that's what you do when you have it on. You want to close it down as much as you can, obviously not totally, and then all of a sudden you get all the smoke coming into the room and everything, which would be no good. But that's what you want to do. So I'm gonna leave it open for the customer, and I'm gonna tell him to watch this video, and then it'll be like a manual for him to know how to use this appliance. It's got an inspection hatch there, which is all right. It needs a new self tappet screw, so we're going to go and find one of them in the van in a minute, and we're going to sort that out for him. And realistically, the pipe needs a bit of a refurb. So what I might suggest to the customer, because he wants me to do some other work on another wood burner that he's got in another room, he wants to replace it with another one, and I said I'd be happy to come and do it for him. Obviously, I'll be 25 years a chimney sweep next year. It's a big year for me next year. So like and I was looking at the ropes because he's just moved into the property. I can't tell you the name of it because as I said, for privacy reasons, but it's got such a cool name, and but I can't say. But as you can see, the rope's getting very flat now, so it needs replacing. And look, you can see there's a gap there, and the rope's missing here, and that piece of rope there seals the door when you close it. So when you close the door like that, then you have the rope that goes down inside there that seals that part there as well. So and as you can see, because I don't know why people do it. So like, I'm gonna have a pop at people that do this, because people see their stoves rusting up and they just stare at them and they go, and they don't do anything. They see a water leak coming down the chimney, down the flue, and they don't wipe it. They just leave it, and then in the end it rusts at the top, and then they have to end up replacing parts. I've got a customer at the moment, no names mentioned, who's just been watching for the whole year, the water running down to the point where the collar's rusted. He needs a new collar, and as you know, with wood burning stoves, they're appliances that they're like built like Lego. You know, they're from the bottom up. So if you wanted to take that out, unless you've got like a collar like that, you're pretty stuffed. you know, you're going to have to take the liner out, and most approved fitters won't fit a new stove without a liner. So you're really quite stuffed, all for the sake of not wiping it when the water's coming down. You know, and you can buy, there's so many products on the market that can keep this clean. You see this rust here? You can get rid of it straight away. Get a bit of emery cloth, rub it down, and then you can get like stove paint from any hardware store. You can even get it from Jewson's, any B&Q, anywhere. They call it stove paint. They call it like barbecue spray. You know, any heat resistant paint. You can spray it over. If you're not very good at spraying, you know, ask your chimney sweep to do it. It's no problem. I could have this looking brand new, easy. You know, there was someone commenting about a job that I did a little while ago about spraying and about the pipe and everything. What I should do, and what I'm going to have to do from now on, is do the finishing thing. Because what I do is I go through it all and I tell people what to do, and then I don't give them the final photograph of what it looks like afterwards. So I'm going to make sure I start doing that. But this one I'm not doing today. I'm going to suggest to the customer that it needs to be sorted out. But the thing is with the rust, if you look after it and wipe it when it's rusty, I mean, I can't blame this customer because he's just moved into the property, so it's no issue for him. But he hasn't done any of this. But I go around people's houses all the time, and there's water coming down the pipe. They go, "We've got a leak." How long's the leak for? You know, and it's been like a year, and you just think like, all you have to do is get a dry cloth and wipe it. You know, but now you're gonna have to replace the collar or the pipe or whatever, and it's just stupid. You can even get this like stuff. It's like boot polish. You put it. It's like in a tube. You can put it on a rag and you can rub it on, and it brings it up all lovely. If you use that stuff, don't put it on too thick because it'll make a real strong pungent smell on them. But you can really please look after your appliances because they're not cheap and it's really easy to do. See these pins here? The reason why these pins are rising is because no one's oiled them. You know, bit of WD-40 in there. Look, bit of WD-40 in there. Or like that 3-into-1 oil. That's what it needs. It's on every single side. That one at the bottom's fine, but look at it. So like, maybe we can open it and just push it down. Let's see. No. It's rusted into position. And of course, maybe on this side we'll be able to do it. No, we can't. So like, if you know, what you're going to have to do is hope. Well, probably the best thing to do is to leave it. Because you can put a little bit of oil in it and see if it will soak down. But what you've done by not maintaining them, you know, is you're creating problems for yourself. Because if you try and bash that down and it snaps, then you're gonna have to drill new holes in it. You're gonna have to try and find the right pins to go in there. It's so stupid. It's such simple things, such basic things. If you've got a wood burner, you really need to know these basic things. That one on the bottom's fine, but you know, the only reason why it's popped up is because it hasn't been oiled. You can see the rust on it. Look. See the rust? All because it hasn't been oiled. It's so stupid. It drives me nuts, to be honest with you. These little basic things that take 2 minutes to do that could end up costing you getting a new door. And like, you know, it's not going to come down. Sometimes you're lucky and you can get them down. I can feel the bottom of that pin there, but that pin's way up there. Look, this is loose. So that's going to need replacing. Can't feel that one, can't feel that one. So the only way I was going to say to the customer is spray some WD-40 on it and leave it. And then just tap it and see if it comes down. That's the only thing that you can do. And remember, cleaning these glasses up. See, this has gone loose, this is. So what's going to happen with this one now is that when the air draws in, it's going to rattle because the cardboard's gone. So it's been really neglected, this one. And then the other thing is the baffle plate. I will show it to you and you can see it for yourselves. But look at how someone's put that in. You know, absolutely. Just joke. Have you ever seen a baffle plate being put into position? I'm slating this one big time. And the reason why I'm doing it, oh, you can see my finger then. The reason why I'm doing it is because it wasn't the customers just moved in, and that's why. So look at that. Look at that. All that on top of there. Eh? I'm going to show you something now. Look at that. Look how it's bent. Like that. Blimey. Look. That's because it hasn't been put in properly. It's because it hasn't been looked after. So, well, you can see where it was. It's not rocket science. It's absolutely just gone now. See, if it'd been looked after properly, then there would have been any issues with it. But like now, because some Wally has decided to just leave it like it was. What I'm going to try and do, because obviously it can't stay like that. But I'm doing this all with one hand, so because I'm trying to. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see if we can do something so that their customer can use it. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Bear with me. But the only way we're going to do it, you can see where it was before. Right here, look. See where the pin is over there. See? And it needs a new baffle plate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like that, but it's not going to get much heat off it because it's going to go straight up. A lot of it straight up into that. So he's going to really have to rely on that. So I will go through all that with him, and then obviously with the wood ash and everything, make sure you have a nice thick wood ash bed on it. Very important. Hang on a sec. Right. What I've done is I've put the baffle plate in the best I can. That is going to need a new baffle plate in there. You know, it's just stupid. You know, the reason why I'm doing this is if you don't know what you're doing, then get the experts in. You know, because at the end of the day, all you end up doing is you cost yourself money, unnecessary. You know, if that plate was put in properly, it wouldn't have bent the way it has done. It's just incredible, and it's the only way it can go in. Absolutely the only way. And remember to put an ash bed in there. So, like, basically, what I'm going to do is I'll have a chat with the customer. I'll show him. He can watch the video on my YouTube channel, and sort it out. But as I said, like, if you're going to have a wood burner, make sure you know the basics. You know, I can understand that there isn't the training when you get these appliances, and then there should be, and it's about time. Whether they do it or not, I don't know, but it is about time that there is training on people on how to use these appliances. You know, how to do the maintenance and things like that. But it's just crazy that you know, just stupid, like the rust bit. You know, it's so unnecessary, like the pins. But the damage that it can do and the money it can cost, you think to put one of these in, you're looking at a minimum of £600. And there's no one going to fit this without a new liner or a new collar. So you could be looking at £4 just for not maintaining it. Just not spending like £3 or £4 a month on it. You know, it's insane. So I'm just trying to explain stuff to people that either just getting a wood burner or don't know how to look after them, because I don't know if they do it now. When I was a fitter, they didn't train us to talk to tell people about maintenance. We were just given. I used to do it because I just felt that it was important, but you were just given a brochure, you know, on how to operate it. You know, a little bit about maintenance. It should be a lot more. Some actual manufacturers give you more information about the product than the actual fitters. which I think should be changed a lot, especially nowadays with energy bills going up the way they are. So hopefully this will help you. And you know, I'm saying it the way I'm saying it is because I really want it to sink into people that, like with the pins, the baffle plate, you know, all these things, they really just simple things that you can sort out, that can cost you a lot of money if you don't. You should be maintaining them on a monthly basis. Just don't just rely on the sweep to do it once a year to sweep it. If you don't know what to do, then ask. You know, the sweep's there to help you. You know, if you've got any issues with your appliances, then remember this is a community channel and you can speak to me anytime and I'll be more than happy to give you the advice that you need. Anyway, have a great day from Zachary Sweeps.